Good morning, dear students. In the last class, I have taught you the definition of artificial intelligence and I have given you an overview of what I am going to teach you in all the 5 units. And also I have started our unit 1 and I have delivered the introduction class in the previous class. Okay? So, in today's class, I am going to teach you about agents and their environments. Okay? So, this is the second topic in our unit 1, agents and its environment. Okay? So, let us get into the topic. So, what is an agent? Any idea? What is an agent? So, here actually agent means it is nothing but a mission. Okay? So, agent in artificial intelligence term actually it is a mission. Okay? But we of course the entire unit in the entire subject we will be calling that mission as agent. Okay? So, what is an agent? Agent is a mission that gets an input from an environment and acts back on the environment with the help of sensors and actuators. Okay? So, see here, this is an agent. Okay? You call this as an agent where we have sensors and actuators. So, if you take a mission, the mission has a sensors as well as it has an actuator. If you take myself as a mission, I have the sensors, my eyes are the sensors and my hands as well as my legs are the actuators. Okay? So, I have both the mission as well as, that is a mission has both the sensors as well as the actuators. So, if you see here, an agent is a one that gets the input from the environment. So, percept is nothing but input. Okay? So, the agent is the one that gets the input from the environment with the help of sensors and it acts back on the environment with the help of actuators. So, what are sensors? Sensors are nothing but input. For example, eyes, which captures the scene what we see, right? So, eyes are the sensors. And what are the actuators? So, actuators is the one that is used to do some action. If you take a computer, the speaker may be a sensor, actuator. Okay, because we are getting an output. Printer is an activator. Okay, so a machine which has some devices to act back on the environment, you call it as activators. So, agent is the one that gets the input from the environment with the help of sensors and acts back on the environment with the help of actuators. So, I hope you are very much clear with the definition of agent. So, what is an agent? Agent is the one that gets the input from the environment with the help of sensors and acts back on the environment with the help of actuators. So, mostly if you take an agent, it has both sensors as well as the actuators. So, let us see some of the examples of an agent. So, the first example is human agent. So, in the previous class itself I have taught you about this example, human agent. So, if you take myself as a human agent, my sensors are eyes. Then what are the other sensors a human agent has? Eyes, nose, I can smell, input I am giving to the brain, right? I can taste, my tongue. So, these are my, even the skin, if you see, it can sense, right? So, these are said to be the sensors, human agent sensors. What are the actuators? If I want to punch someone, I can punch, right? So, my hands are sensors, my legs are sensors, right? Even my mouth is a sensor because I can, actuators. So, because I can give the output. So, my hands, my legs and my mouth are said to be the activators. So, what are the sensors? Eyes, nose, ears, these are the way which we give input to a human body. So, these are sensors. What are the activators? My hands, my legs are the activators of human agent. So, can you now tell me what are the sensors and activators of robotic agent? So, robotic agent is nothing but a robo. It can be a computer, it can be a robo that plays soccer, that is football, or even cricket. So, you can take like that, a machine that plays cricket. So, what are the sensors of that particular machine? Camera. How will you give input to a machine? It can capture by means of camera. So, it can take a photo or a picture of a particular playground and it can then analyze. So the input to a robotic agent will be a camera. What will be the output? So I see a ball there. By taking a snap of the ground, I saw a ball over there, a far away place. So after getting that input, that ball is there, what the machine will do? It has to move, right? So it has some missions to make that particular robo move over to that ball. So if you take a robotic agent, the camera will be the sensors and the motors which it has is the actuators. Okay, so like this, in Anna University exam, they may give any kind of an example like robotic soccer player or automated Mars rovers. Mars rovers means in the Mars and Moon they have a mission to sense the environment, right? So it captures the environment and through the satellite it feeds all those information to the base station here. So all these they may ask as some examples, give some examples, give the sensors and actuators of these examples. Likewise, they may give in Anna University exams. Okay, so you have to be whatever the example they give, you must be in a position to write what is the sensor and what are the actuators. Okay, now so I have taught you what an agent is and what is percept. What is percept here? Percept is nothing but input. So percept is nothing but an input. So from the environment it gets some input and this input has to be given to the agent, right? So percept is nothing but input. So what is percept sequence? Percept sequence means sequence of input, right? Percept means input. So what will be percept sequence? It is nothing but sequence of input, or you can even call it as history of inputs, right? Just before I just rub a board. So that is one input, right? Now what I have done is I have written on the board. That is second history. Now what I am doing, I am just standing in front of the board and I am delivering a class. So this is the history of input which I fed to a machine. So that you call it as percept sequence. So percept means input, percept sequence means history of inputs that is fed into the machine. Now what is agent function? Agent function in the sense, actually we have different kinds of input, right? If I have a machine here, if I have a student here, or if I have someone here, and if I just give a punch to my friend, what he may do? Just imagine like I just gave a punch to someone of your friend, okay? So what will be your response? Some people as friendly, if you do a punch, they may smile. So that is the output which you get. But if you punch someone, they may punch back, right? That is another sequence of output. So likewise, for an input, there will be different kinds of output that is possible, right? So I gave a punch to a person, he may smile sometimes if he is a friend, or he may give a punch back, right? Or he may scold me back, or sometimes there won't be any response at all. So for a single input, if you see, there are many output, possible output. So choosing the correct output is been actually done with the help of agent function. Are you clear? Input is one, possible outputs are more. So choosing for this input, this is the output. So this mapping function is done with the help of agent function. Clear? There is one input here and there are many outputs here. Choosing this input to a particular output, you call it as agent function. Please remember this example. So I just did a punch to a person. If he smiles, that is one input, one output. If he just scolds me back, that is second output. If he just simply he is in a still position, that is third output. So choosing the appropriate output for an input, you call it as an agent function. Okay. So these are the things that you should remember under the heading agent as well as environment. Okay. Now we will move on to an example, that is vacuum world problem. So this is a example, it's a toy world problem. Why you call it as toy world? Because whatever we have here is a toy world. But if you have it as an automated vacuum cleaner, the vacuum cleaner that sends the environment automatically and cleans the room automatically, then it will be a real world problem. So So here what you are considering is a toy world problem where we have a vacuum cleaner to clean the rooms. Okay. So if you just see this example, there is two location A and location B, and I have dirts in both the locations. See, this represent dirts, it is in location A, and the dirt is also present in location B. There is only one vacuum cleaner. So where the vacuum cleaner is present now? The vacuum cleaner is present in location A. So all these things you have to write as an explanation when you write for your examinations. Okay. So I have two locations A and B. I have dirts in location A and B. Initially the vacuum cleaner is in location A. Okay. So if a vacuum cleaner finds a dirt in a particular location, it has to clean that particular location. Okay. Once that room is clean, if a dirt is present in the neighboring location, then it has to move to that particular location. Clear? If a dirt is present in my location, I have to clean that room. Now after cleaning, now my room is very clean. Now my neighboring room, it has dirt. So what I have to do? I have to move to the neighboring room and I have to clean. Then still I have to stand and wait there. Once the location A seems to be dirty, again I have to move to room A and I have to clean, and I have to wait here till the neighboring room is dirty again. Okay. So this is how a vacuum cleaner problem works. Okay. So this is how a knowledge is being built. If you see the percept sequence means sequence of input. So if you see the room A is clean. If room A is clean, what you have to do? You are moving right hand side. So the action taken is move to the right hand side. Now suppose if A is dirty, the room A is dirty and the vacuum cleaner is also present here. So what you have to do? You have to clean. You have to clean that particular room. You have to suck and clean all the dirts that are present in the room A. Now suppose if the B is clean, what you have to do? B is clean means you have to move to the left hand side. Okay. If B is dirty means what you will do? You have to clean that particular room B. So like this, you have to generate a sequence of percepts and sequence of actions. Okay. So entirely, no, it has different sequence. Initially the room is clean, then maybe you can write like this. That is A is clean. Now A is dirty. Initially it was clean. Now it is dirty. So what you have to do? You have to clean. Again, this input may change. Like A was clean initially. A was dirty. Now again A is clean. So what you have to do? You have to move right hand side. Okay. So like this, the percept sequence keep on increasing. I have the history. This is the first phase. This is the second. This is the third. So I have the entire history of actions here. So that's why you call it as percept sequence. Okay. So this is a toy world problem where the vacuum cleaner is the agent. So it senses from the environment whether it is dirty or not, and it cleans the environment with the help of its activators, that is sucking all those dirts. Okay. So that is what I have you for in this class. So in today's class, I have taught you about agent, the definition of agent, what is percept, what is percept sequence, and I have taught you about agent function. I have given you two examples, one is human agent as well as robotic agent, and also I have given you in detailed about vacuum world problem, which they may ask in university for 10 marks. Okay. So you have to just describe the vacuum world problem, and you have to just give not the entire percept sequence, but you have to give 4 to 5 steps of percept sequence and the action taken. Okay. So that's all I have you for today's class. In the next class, I will be teaching you about the good behavior of an agent, how an agent should behave. So that I will be teaching you in the next class. Okay. Thank you.